What's going on, everyone? We are back for another quick video, and this video is all about how to actually utilize Pinterest, a totally undervalued platform, to get free traffic over to your Merch by Amazon or print on demand product listings. Now, it doesn't matter if you guys only have a few products and you're just getting started, or you already have thousands of products. This is a great strategy for actually getting that free traffic over to convert some more sales for free from this beautiful, beautiful platform. Now, I have just been getting started on Pinterest. And mainly using it for my personal brand, so actually trying to use it to grow my YouTube channel and my blog. But in the past, I've used this to actually grow and get traffic to my Merch by Amazon listings to sell more products. And in this video, I'm just going to show you guys how to go about doing this, show you some examples of some great great Pinterest accounts to follow, and of course show you guys how to actually create your own board and start doing this strategy. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys are doing this already and what is working for you, because I'm still learning this platform quite a bit and I want to be able to share those results and strategies that you guys are using with everyone else here. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, learn more about print on demand, e-commerce, and Merch by Amazon. And of course, check the description below. I'm going to put links to all of the tools, tactics, and relevant links that I talk about in this in my other videos. So with that being said, let's go ahead and we're going to get into computer screen and I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works. So here we are on Pinterest. If you guys are on Pinterest, come follow me. I'd love to connect with you over here on this platform. But the first thing I wanted to point out is Pinterest has 250 million monthly visitors. Now, that's not as high as something like Facebook, Instagram, some of these other big platforms, but that's actually a good sign for us because it's getting a lot of traffic, but a lot of the niches on here are still pretty undersaturated. And the really cool thing is when you create a pin on Pinterest, and a pin, if you guys are not familiar, is just a little, thumbnail with maybe a quick description. So for example, this one's a business quote, right? This is a pin right here. And what people are able to do is they're able to take this and save it to their own boards, whether they're gonna save it and come back and look at it later, or maybe they just liked it, whatever it may be. This is what we're going to be doing here. Now, you can do this with, your personal brand, or in this case, e-commerce products. And it doesn't matter if you guys only have 5 or 10. I actually recommend it's not just saturating it with products. You're going to want to put some other just images and other things in here to fill out your profile. So just going to show you guys a few examples. But before I do that, let me just show you the basic structure. So what we want to do is just create a really simple profile. Now, if you guys were doing this for your brand, you'd want to put your logo here, your business name here. And so in that case, I'll just show you the example. We just made this Etsy store the other day. So we'd want to just take this same logo if we're just, only doing turtle related theme here. And we're going to put that in here. Obviously, this would be called Too Many Turtles Shop. And then we put a link maybe either to our Etsy store or Shopify if we're selling there, or, maybe we have an Amazon storefront, whatever it may be. Now, how I organize it, so the overview page is just going to be all the pins that you're adding, generally with the newest ones, first, unless you're filtering it somehow. But what I want to focus on are the boards. Now, the boards, there's a lot of different ways you can structure this. So, for example, on mine, you guys can see I have a board for all of the things that I'm creating myself. So whether that's a YouTube video or maybe it's a link to something on my blog, I have a business quotes one. I have print on demand, so specifically for all the stuff that I'm finding cool related to print on demand. Business ideas, and I'm still filling out some of these other ones down here. Now you guys can see, I have 147 monthly viewers, which is not much, but I really only started this account about two weeks or so ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other profiles on here that are actually doing really well, and you guys are probably going to recognize some of these names. So Zazzle, for example, they have 372,000 followers, and you guys can see they have 10 million plus monthly viewers. They have a link right to their website right there. And if we go down, we're going to see what they've done is they're not just doing products, right? They have products, they have things, about maybe that are on their blog, so that are driving traffic to them. They have just images, and you guys will see. So this one, for example, is on Zazzle's website. If we were to click this link, it's going to take us over to Zazzle. But they also are just doing the same thing where they're repinning. Oops, let's go back. They're actually repinning other things that are not related directly to their blog, but are related to that niche or that board that they're creating here. So for example, this link is actually going to take us to another blog, Wedding Wire. They probably don't have an affiliation to Zazzle, but this is probably related to, maybe a wedding style product or a board that they might have, etc. So it doesn't have to be that you're just creating a profile with only your products and pictures on here. You can really use other people's, and it's encouraged. That's the whole point of Pinterest, is to actually share that. Now, if we go in, we're just going to take a look at a few examples. but how they've actually broken down their boards, right? And this is what I was talking about. Now, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. In this example, they're breaking it down by, keywords or niche. So we have romantic, we have enchanted, we have, city chic wedding, Disney princesses, Easter, minimalist, rustic forest. So let's just take a look at this one really quick. And you guys will notice that they have, here's a product, right? This is a card, and I guarantee if we click this, it's going to take us to that product listing on Zazzle, right? So if someone's searching for a mountain themed thank you note, we can see that they've optimized their title here. So they've optimized the board, they've optimized the title for mountain sketch wedding hashtag sign, and then you can see here their description. They have a little bit about this product, right? Designed to match our mountain sketch wedding collection, this rustic elegant sign lets people know your custom wedding hashtag blah blah blah. And then we even have related products too. So this is a really great platform, and you guys can see this has been pinned by 4 other people. This is probably a pretty new pin since it has so few here. But you guys can see the one other thing I want to point out here is that they're not just doing their own products, right? They're doing about a 1-to-1 ratio. So one product and then one image. And this image is linking to some other blog. It's not even their own. One product, one image, one product, one image, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at another example. So here we have Redbubble. You guys are probably familiar with Redbubble. Similar idea. They have 604,000 followers, 10 million monthly views. So 10 million monthly views. That's 10 million free traffic views that they're getting. Now, they might be paying for some on here, but even if they're not, they're probably getting a ton of free organic traffic just from people searching on Pinterest. And that's one thing I talk about in some of my previous videos. If you guys are having trouble actually doing research for Merch by Amazon and finding shirts, you can even do this, use Pinterest as a research method. So if we type in turtle t-shirt, for example, let's just see what pulls up here really quick. And we're going to see one of the first results is on Zazzle. I just freaking love turtles, okay, right? And so if we were doing research here, we could actually go and find, maybe some designs that are selling well and click through and just check them out. We have some simple text, skip a straw, save a turtle. Just a very basic turtle images. We have Redbubbles right here as well. So it's also great for research, but back over to Redbubble. Now, they're very similar. So they have some featured products here. They've actually set up there are a lot of their pins so that they're announcing, different promotions their store is running, etc. And then if we go in, they have a shop section here, which we can also add. And then they have the boards area. Now, they've done their boards a little bit different, which I wanted to show you guys. So remember on Zazzle, they're breaking them down by, different keywords or different, themes of product lines, right? Rustic forest. On here, they're doing it a little bit different. So they're kind of using themes, but they have animal designs, right? They have back to school, home decor. And if we click into any of these, so let's check out back to school, we notice this one has 366 pins that they've added. And of those, or from this board alone, there's 592,000 people that follow this board. Now, that's really great for them because every time they post a new pin on here, so let's say they post a new product pin, everyone who's following this board is going to get notified. They're going to see that product in there. So this is a great way to keep developing, a little niche board, and then creating all these micro niche boards, and then actually continuing to get people that are interested in turtles to come back over and over and view our profile and hopefully, convert to sales on our website, or at least get some traffic over there. Let's take a look at one more example here. And I'm going to show you guys how to actually create this strategy and get started. But ASOS, you guys can see they have similar stuff. ASOS Festival, ASOS Pride, 10 million monthly views, 790,000 followers. Now, one thing that I wanted to point out with ASOS is what they actually do is they have different boards as well for different product types. So if you guys are, selling on Etsy and you're using Printful, well, maybe you take your image. So we have this one image, right? And we could take this one image and upload it onto a ton of different products. We could put it on a t-shirt, we could put it on a phone case, a coffee mug, etc. So you can also structure your Pinterest boards to go with different product types. So we could have one that would be, turtle coffee mugs. Then we could have turtle t-shirts. Or we could just do a very broad one. Coffee mugs, cute coffee mugs, funny coffee mugs, funny activewear, funny t-shirts, whatever it may be, and have the categories broken down and our different boards broken down like that. So there's a lot of different ways to structure this, guys. And it's really up to you to kind of build your profile out. Let me see. I might have one more example. This one I wanted to show you guys just because it is a smaller brand, and you can see they have 11,000 followers on here. They're still getting or sorry, 5 million monthly views on this, and they are doing it, they're doing it right? They have a bunch of product listings. We can, as Merch by Amazon sellers or other print on demand product sellers, we can definitely create these. They're really simple. I have a good heart, but this mouth, ... right? That's a very simple text design. That's easy to create. Anyone can make that. I see this design all over the place. So kind of that same idea. Let's just see how they've broken down their boards. And they have a link right to their store here. So they have their boards, again, kind of these different categories, sassy and sarcastic. Let's take a look. So this board has 59 pins and has 9,000, almost 10,000 followers on this board alone. So, and they're just doing products in here, and they're only using their own. So that is another option. You guys can just post and repin your own products as well. But let's talk a little bit more about how to actually do this, right? So if we're on our own Pinterest account, let's say we've just started, we only have maybe 1 or 2 products of our own. How do we actually start and create our first board? Well, it's really simple. What we're gonna do is actually click this plus button, and we're gonna go into boards and click create board. Now we wanna obviously talk about what this is about, so we're gonna do there we go. Cute baby turtles, ocean love and inspiration. So we're just talking about some keywords. If we were doing something very specific to t-shirts, and our board is now created. Right now it's going to give us some suggestions, but we're going to start by actually creating our first pin here. And to do that, what I'm actually going to do is just take a product image. So I'm going to take this image right here, and I've already saved that. Actually, let me just resave it really quick. T-shirt. And then we can just drag and drop that right in here. And then what we're going to do is, obviously we want to optimize this, right? Just like everything else, we want people to be able to find this by our keywords. Now, if you guys already created a good product listing, you've probably already done the keyword research ahead of time. So for example, we did a lot of research to find this or create this t-shirt listing on Etsy. So we're going to copy this title right here. We're just going to use that as our title on this. You guys can see there is a character limit there, so we want to be careful. And we could add a few more things in here, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to keep it short. And then what we're going to want to do is add some more information in here in the description. Now, I like to kind of see what the guys that are selling really well do. If we click back into this, we see again their title here is, about this product a little bit. They've included a link to their website in here. You guys don't have to do that, but you can. And then their description is just talking kind of about the, this theme, about the product at a very high level. They're not going too deep on it, but they're adding some keywords in there so that people are able to find these. So let's go ahead and get our keywords out of here. What we're going to do is just take this. So if you love turtle artwork or marine animals, and this is the turtle theme gift idea for you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to copy this guy. We're going to go put this in here. And then I like to also put a little bit of information about the shirt. So the t-shirt is everything you've dreamed of and more, blah, blah, blah. We're going to add that. And then really simple, we're going to add the link directly to our product. Let's go ahead and put that in. And we're going to make sure that it's going into our brand new board. That's our turtle board. And there you guys go. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we have this pin here, and we can see, guys, now this pin looks good. We have a nice thumbnail, and if someone clicks through this, it's going to go directly to our Etsy site. So if someone's searching for turtle t-shirts, they see this, there's a good chance that they're going to click through, and now we're getting free traffic to our website. Now, we're not done just yet. I want to show you guys 2 more things here. So we want to make sure that our board is filled out, right? And I'm going to show you guys why that is important. So if we go into the boards, we see that there's a bunch of blank space here. Now, if we're getting people that are coming and looking at our profile, it's not ideal to have these blank spaces in here because they see you're new to Pinterest. Maybe it's going to lower their trust level with you. They want to see that you're, an active Pinterest user, that you're coming on here. So we want to find some other stuff to put in here. Now, it doesn't have to be our own. And I actually encourage you to use other people's stuff. So let's go ahead and just type in turtle and see what pops up. And we're just going to add some more stuff to this board. So let's go ahead and add this guy. It's kind of a funny one. Oops, I already saved that one to a different board. And so right here, I'm just going to take this and save it. See if we can do a few products now. Turtle notebook. Here we go. Here's a Zazzle one. Again, we're going to save that in there. And we're just going to want to repeat this process till we get that board filled out. It's about 6 pictures on the thumbnail. So I'm going to add a few more here, and then I will show you guys a few more things. Let's find another t-shirt. All right, let's do this one. Save that one in there. Oops. And we'll grab one more image here. All right, so we saved a few images. Now let's go check that board out again. And it's still populating, but you can see we have 6 pins in here, so it does take a few minutes sometimes before the stuff gets in here. So now we have a few things in here, and they're all related to the turtle niche, and then we have our one product. Now we could add, ideally, we want to have mostly our own products and then some pictures in between. But I want to take it a step further, right? So we could keep going down this process, and ideally you want to fill your boards out a little bit more, so try to get more products in here. You know, if you have 5 or 10 turtle t-shirts or products, maybe you have notebooks you're selling on KDP, this is a great place to link all of those in here. Maybe we have products on our Shopify store. The great thing about Pinterest is you can link to all your different assets in here as well. But I wanted to just show you guys an example. Let's say we wanted to do something similar to what Redbubble does. And let me see if I can pull those back up. Redbubble. So if you guys remember here on their main page, they have a lot of pins like this, right? That are, you know, promotions about what they're doing in their store. These are really, really simple to make. And all you need to do is come over to Canva. Now, Canva is kind of a go-to thing for, you know, really anything you're doing online design-wise if you have very minimal design skills. I'll put a link to this obviously down below in the description, but we are going to just create a really quick and simple Pinterest thumbnail here. And you guys can see it looks like Canva is actually updating, so I might not be able to save this right now. Yeah, that actually looks like they're updating. But what we'd be able to do is just go ahead and create something like this. You guys can see this Pinterest graphic, download it, and then we'd be able to upload it in here. So I've done this with some of my own boards. Since Canva's not cooperating, I'll just show you some of those. So for example, I created this, and this is a link to my blog where I've talked about getting started with Merch by Amazon and making $300+ a month in semi-passive income. And that's something that we can really simply do, you know, for our product design. So these guys are putting in a product image in here, their logo, and then saying, you know, buy 10 stickers, get 50% off. And if we click to this, let's see if it goes to stickers or just maybe their main page. Yeah, so they have this linking directly to their stickers on here. So someone's searching for stickers that's trying to find a good deal on stickers. They're going to click this, and immediately they're going to be directed right here to Redbubble's sticker collection on here. So you guys can see using Canva, using some of these other tools, it's really simple to create a very, very easy thumbnail. Now, the last piece of this equation is how do we actually get people to follow, you know, our niche or our boards, right? Now, what we want to do is, this is a strategy that, you know, some people might consider a little bit spammy, but honestly, it does work, and it definitely helps in our early stages when we don't have a lot of followers. You guys can see, let me just see how many I'm up to. So I have 1,089 followers, and I've literally done this strategy to get all of these. What we're going to want to do is, you know, if we're doing a trying to get people to find our turtle board, we're going to type in turtle here, and we're going to see down here there's the people section. If I click on finding sea turtles, we're going to find this is a Pinterest, you know, account that's dedicated just to sea turtles. Now, the reason that we're doing this is we know that we have a board for people that are interested in sea turtles or in this kind of ocean, you know, marine life kind of feel. So we want to find other people that are interested in that already, and then go engage with them to get them to come back and hopefully look at our store. So now we've found these guys here. We're going to go look at their followers, and we're just going to go ahead and start following some of these. Now you can, I think, follow up to like 50 or maybe 100 people a day. And we're just going to want to roll through here. And what's going to happen is not all of these people, but some of them are going to come back and look at our Pinterest account and see, oh, this guy is also, you know, they're creating a Pinterest board for turtles. So I'm going to follow these guys. Or maybe you just want to do something generic, right? Like funny t-shirts. Let's see if we can find anything there. Funny t-shirts. We can find there's a few, you know, accounts like that. So these guys have 6,000 followers. Another step we can just take is using some of these examples. So Redbubble has 604,000 people that follow it. Now those people are following it because obviously there's something they like that they're seeing here, you know, whether it's the product or maybe it's just they want design, you know, inspiration, whatever it is. But we can click into the followers here and we can just do the same strategy. Just go down this list and start following people here. You know, I don't worry too much about unfollowing people later on. I know with Instagram that kind of has blown up and a lot of people use bots there, but I do this pretty manually and I'll just go in every day and follow 50 people. So for me, you know, growing my personal blog, I'm gonna search for merch by Amazon. And let's see, you know, I can see this guy's he's selling ready-made t-shirts, right? He has 2,000 followers, so I know these people are interested in merch by Amazon or creating, you know, income online. So I'm going to follow these people and engage with them. And you know, this is also helpful to me because a lot of these people are also creating pins and things that are related to, you know, merch by Amazon, passive income, all that good stuff. So it's a good way for me to actually see what they're doing as well. So I hope that video was helpful. I'm going to go ahead and end it here because I don't want it to drag on too long. But that is how you can actually get started with creating a Pinterest account and start actually creating boards and getting free traffic to your print-on-demand designs or to your personal blog, your brand, whatever it may be. And you guys can see you can do, you know, one Pinterest account per niche, one Pinterest account per platform. So maybe you have one that's just your Etsy products, one that's your Shopify, one your merch by Amazon, and you can build these up, and over time they're going to get free traffic to your product listing. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys like this video and what you're doing with Pinterest, if you're finding any success. And obviously hit the subscribe button if you guys want to stay up to date with the latest strategies, tactics I'm using for print on demand, e-commerce, KDP, etc. And check the description below. I'm going to put links to my Pinterest account and all the other tools and tricks that I talk about in my other videos. And with that, guys, we'll see you at the next video. Cheers.